And I've got my boy Corey Rucker with us.
Y'all.
How's it going?
What's good, y'all?
Hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit the bell so like all. Leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group page. Keep pounding it all count for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news. That's just like schedule for the channel and for the Irish Sport out. Keep pounding fantasy football league. Alright, let's talk some fucking Panthers football. Excuse my French, but it's been that kind of night.
That's a new people.
That's an interesting way to start this night.
No, definitely. That's a new people.
So, let's get into the Panthers content, man. We had it was
That's a window.
yeah, we had a lot of fun today, man. And I'm trying to tell you, like, where we start, man? Where we start? Jimmy Horn Jr., man. Jimmy Horn Jr. Incredible catches today. Incredible. I was so excited to see that, man. The dude is popping off, man. He's been popping off all camp. And it's just so amazing to watch these guys in person. And to see that in person. To see that, you know, everything that they've been saying on Twitter is actually true. You know, everything we've been hearing is true. You know, yeah. This is real talent. So, and don't worry about it. I'm good to drive in the street. I'm on the highway, so I know where I'm going. So we're good. Barely anybody out here anymore. But, yeah, we had a great time out there, man. It was a lot of fun. I met some new people tonight, man. And I'm so excited. First of all, shout out to everybody in the stadium, you know, that have, you know, various jobs in the stadium, you know, whether it be working the escalators, whether it be security, whatever have you, you know, all of the small jobs, you know, adding their machine, you know what I mean? We had a ton of fun meeting these people and just enjoying ourselves. It was such a joy, man. Yeah, the fireworks show, the lasers, amazing. I think that when you go down the list of all the good players that were out there, you know, it was awesome. You know, they showed up today. Especially the Carson versus something like that.
It's a window, T.
It is the window. You're right.
I told you.
You're right. That is a freaking weird window.
That was, you hear that little sound?
That was so weird.
Soccer spring.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, when you go down the list of all the players that really showed up today, you had Jimmy Horn Jr., you had Xavier Legette, you know, all the ones that we've been hearing about on Twitter, you know, just showing up, man. and doing their thing.
Man, so out.
And I'm just so excited for these players, man, because they're getting a major opportunity to succeed. You know, it's.
Look and see what they're going to do in the preseason.
I love the fact that this was a hard practice instead of just a soft one like they normally do, because this changes things up.
That's a good. That was a good practice.
Yeah. It was exactly what I wanted, because it reminded me of what they do in scrimmages in college, you know, with fan days in college, you know, with Clemson.
Clemson.
I always go to the fan days in Clemson, and they always go hard with the practices, you know. They got some weird scoring system down there, which I'm still getting used to that new scoring system. I have no idea what that is down there now. But, yeah. If you keep it to the original score system like we're doing right now, then yeah, I'll be able to follow it and be able to comment on it properly. So, like the college. Yeah. Keep it how it is.
Keep it how it is.
Keep it exactly how it was today.
Yeah.
Because this is what's going to get the most out of these players. You know, when we go in and do our thing as YouTubers. You know, we'll be able to analyze it properly and do our thing, you know, that we normally are able to do. Hi, do you believe in aliens? Weirdest comment I've ever seen on our live stream.
There's an alien?
I'm not even going to lie. Weirdest one I've ever seen. But,
it's a show coming out in Alien Earth, though.
Yeah, shout out Hayden, shout out Aloe. But,
I think there's some UFOs.
You purchased one of the gray ones in the living room once. Oh, the gray ones?
The gray ones?
The aliens? Okay. Alright, bet.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be that kind of stream today, apparently.
We're going to talk about some UFOs. Let's go with different kind of aliens we got.
There's a lot of stuff about UFOs. If you are interested in looking that stuff up, go for it. I do think they're hiding something in Area 51. I'm not gonna lie.
For real.
I don't know if it's UFOs. I don't know if it's. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
could be angels.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not shying away from the question.
Hey, we don't shy away from that, though.
I'm not shying away from the question. People want to ask weird stuff. I'm down.
Hey, tell me, aliens might be friendly.
Ask whatever you want.
Aliens might be friendly.
Right. Who knows? There was this AI clip art crap, you know, of like a spaceship, you know, and they were saying, oh, this spaceship was like, it looks like some type of weird, I don't even know what shape it was, but they were saying, oh yeah, this ship is the one that's going to invade the Earth. I was like, yeah, BS.
Yeah, that's
calling BS on that.
Yes,
Dude, you're 43 degrees. You're 43 and have 3 degrees and you work in the government. It wasn't a joke. Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. I answer all questions legitimately, you know, whatever they may be. You know, just keep it age appropriate, of course, because it's a family friendly stream, but you know.
Keep it PG.
Do I believe in aliens? Maybe.
Hey.
Maybe. I'm not ruling it out. Why did you see something that the government had up there that might have led to that?
See a little spaceship?
I mean, I'm down to talk about it, but we got a lot of Panther stuff to talk about because that's what was cheap. But you know, if you want to talk other stuff, I'm down.
Yeah,
you know,
hey, it might be a spaceship.
In all seriousness, I am.
Yeah, you time for talking about that.
Yeah. I'd prefer to talk about gaming, music, and Panther stuff, but yeah, I'm down for anything else too.
That's a little bit different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different.
different.
It's different, and that's okay.
I'm cool. I'm like interested. It's interesting.
Yeah.
What you saying?
Good enough answer? No, I was just asking. Okay, fair enough. Appreciate you. Appreciate you showing some support, man.
Appreciate it, like.
Hey, you never know who might come in here and want to be a subscriber, man.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that answer might just give him a subscribe.
Right.
Who knows? So, welcome them on in here. You know what I mean?
Welcome aboard.
But yeah, interesting day. Yeah, Panthers and Carolina Panthers. That's correct.
Yep.
I am a Carolina Panthers YouTuber. I used to know Steve Smith. That's what's up, man.
Oh, that's cool.
How did you know him?
How's
You hung out in Spartanburg? That's cool,
that's
dude.
Cool.
Yo, I never met him actually.
High?
No, just in Spartanburg in general.
Spartanburg, sure. Oh,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, he lived there. Yeah, he used to live down there.
yeah. That's right, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to live down
I forgot about that.
there. Totally did.
Yeah. That's wild, bro.
I never get the moment that bus on that hit the but it was all the way down to the first period of the Super Bowl. That was
Yeah. I was about 2 feet away from Luke Kuechly. So
2 feet of us.
yeah, I was about to meet that dude, man. And then somebody had to be dumb and break the freaking training camp fence.
Oh no.
And I was so mad.
Was those stupid for doing it?
I was this close to getting a quick autograph, bro. This was a good day.
That was good. When the 120 it feels good.
I'm excited about the new talent, man.
When I see what they do in the preseason games.
Right. The offense definitely won today. For sure. There were some good plays on defense, but most of the time it was offensive plays. And I wonder if maybe these players were out of position or they just were not. You know, they were going soft on their coverage because of the fact that it's a fan day, you know, a training camp day, because they wanted to show off the offense. So, what I'm telling you, management, if that is the case, do not go soft. All right. If I'm coming up there for fan day and I expect to see a full practice, give me a full practice. You know what I mean? Go hard. Don't play that garbage, man.
Don't cut corners.
Don't cut corners on defense, Evero, because we're gonna know. All right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna know. So, I've been doing this for a while now. You think I'm not gonna notice that? You think I'm not gonna notice when these guys are out of position? Of course I am. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, all right, well, when people open on the fade, wide open, that's going to kill us later on, man. Y'all need to tighten that up. So I don't know who's supposed to be closing that gap, but y'all need to get on it. And I probably heard me from the top row up there saying, get on that man, because that dude kept getting wide open, and I was like, what are you doing? You know, I don't want to go smoking any players, but, you know, sometimes I got to have some tough love. And those were the moments where I was just like, what are we doing? You know, are you going to cover him or not?
Right.
Because it was the same two over there. They kept burning y'all. You know, and all respect to Shamar, because Shamar actually redeemed himself, man. You know, so I'm not even going to say anything to Shamar. He's good. He actually made a good play. But I do have a few questions about what we're doing in coverage. I don't know what the heck we're doing, coverage-wise.
All right.
With all that talent on the field, what? Like, somebody explain that to me, because we've had, how much money that we invested in this defense?
All right.
And
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm still trying to figure that out, man.
All
Real
right.
talk. I don't get it. I don't get how we still have trouble there.
Right.
You know, and credit to Fitzgerald, you know, with the kicking game. 6 for 7. Was it 6 for 7?
6 or 7.
I think I counted 6 for 7.
6 or 7.
I could be off on the number,
Huh.
but I know he only missed one. And the last second, dump right off the freaking goalpost. That's the last sound you want to hear as a kicker.
It's like a bell.
Because I'm trying to tell you, man, them kickers hate that sound.
Oh, yeah, especially. Yeah, that's like they know they
And the
missed.
coaches hate more. You know? But typically, you ain't going to hear a sound unless we're dealing with games, you know? Put the pressure on you. But why do I get the feeling we traded a very, very good kicker in for a guy that is questionable?
A questionable kicker.
Yeah, in long range.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they've been telling you, oh, he's been getting all these in the skinny post, you know, but okay, let's try the NFL level goalpost. Dump on the last one. That's why I'm like, okay,
It's like a
back
bell.
to the drawing board.
It's like a bell. Dong. Okay.
Back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go,
So,
please.
I don't know what's going on there, man, but that's kicking issues. And, you know, when you're missing 4 out of every 5, we got a problem.
Hey, yeah, that's right. They need to work on their foot.
Because that's going to hurt you during
Hey,
games.
tell they need to do some foot exercise.
Right. I don't know what's going on there, but
Now, I need to put ice on.
now when that kick hit that goalpost, did it hit the left goalpost?
It looked like it looked at much from an angle where it was sitting there. It like
Yeah, the left one?
yeah.
That's what I was worried about, because if you recall, the reason we got rid of Gano and Eddie Pinheiro was exactly that reason. Is because they kept hitting that left side. They kept missing to the left. And that's what I was concerned with, man, because I was like, is this what we're really doing now? Like, if you're going to miss kicks, to the left is not a good thing right now. Because that signifies, you know, we're going to have a kicking battle again.
Right.
And I don't want that. You know? I want somebody to win that thing outright and be solidified as our kicker. This is not a position where you want to screw around.
Right.
Because that kicker spot can win you or lose you games. Point blank, period.
Oh, especially when it comes down to the clutch.
Point blank, period.
Especially when coming in.
So, if these kickers are doing their job properly, we ain't got nothing to worry about in that area. I don't typically worry about special teams except for kicking.
Right.
Punting usually takes care of itself. But kicking is a problem. Because some of these games come down to within 3 points. And you got to make those kicks.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like 6 for 2. You know, made kicks versus missed ones.
Still not bad though.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. We had a few veterans in the house. We had Jay Stu in the house. For those that don't know who he is, Jonathan Stewart. That's our nickname for him.
Jay Stubb.
Charles Johnson, the Kraken, was in the
He
house.
was in the building.
And Trey Boston was in the house. And it made me so happy, you know, after seeing Jared Allen get into the Hall of Fame, to see, you know, a few of these players from that 2015 squad coming up and showing up, man. That was dope. You know, I'm so happy, man. Thank you guys for showing up, you know, and representing for us, man. And especially you, Jay Stu. I've seen your podcast, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Much appreciate.
You're doing a lot of great things with that podcast, and I'm excited for you.
Right.
You know, keep it going. People are learning a lot from you, and you know, they're getting a very positive energy from your streams and what you're doing. So keep it going, man. You know, we appreciate you.
Keep doing the thing.
Much love from the Keep Hunting crew. You know.
No.
You know, that's what we do here, man. We show love.
I show love in the brothers and stuff.
Right.
Right.
We're a family at the end of the day, you know, and it's just so great seeing like these people that I've been talking online to, you know, and getting to meet them in person and just being present, you know, and enjoying it. And new experiences too. Because to be honest, I've never been in a Mexican karaoke bar before. That was interesting.
Hey, we ain't got nothing like that in Greenville.
Yeah. So that was new.
That was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, that was a new experience for me.
Oh.
And I do believe in multiculture, you know, and enjoying that, you know, integrated culture.
Shout out to the Essence restaurant. The bus go to Essence restaurant.
Yeah, Azteca restaurant up in Charlotte is delicious. Yeah, and wonderful staff.
Wonderful staff.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a good 4-star restaurant, go up there. Go check them out.
Go check them out, y'all.
Yeah, go say hi to them. Tell them to Keep Pounding Crows sent you, man.
That's like that. They will serve you good.
Yeah. If you find that one person that speaks English, you know, 1 or 2 people that speak English in there, tell them we sent you and we appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know, you did a great job and it was delicious.
It was good, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Proud. Y'all kept us full.
Those were probably the best enchiladas I've ever had. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's quesadilla. I thought it was quesadilla.
That was quesadillas, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Those are the best quesadillas I've ever had, man.
No, hey, I might come back. I might come back.
Right. But much love to y'all, man.
Much love to them.
Especially much love to everybody that's working the stadium, you know, even if you're just doing elevator jobs, everything like that. You know, every job that you guys have, even as small as that, you know, makes such a huge difference.
Oh, yeah, still appreciate it.
You know, and
right.
I love making these people's day, man. Freaking cone.
But GTA.
But I had a GTA style avoid that crap. God, man.
Yeah.
Quit knocking over cones on the highway.
Sorry.
Oh, wow, man.
Like, what's that video game Cruising?
Yeah. Freaking Cruising World.
Cruising World. Why you try to
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was a very, very interesting day.
It was a great,
all around. And meeting people and having these experiences is exactly why I do what I do, man. Because it's so exciting to interact with different fans and take pictures and, you know, whatever have you, man. Because it's about spending time with people, you know, and family. And the Panthers fans are my family, man. You know, you guys are my extended family, man. We created lasting friendships and just lasting partnerships, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially around the Carolina culture.
Right, man.
Yeah. That's a
We built a culture here, man,
crazy culture here. Ever since.
with this YouTube channel,
Oh,
and I love every second of it, man. But yeah, one of my Keep Pounding team members was one of the people I met today, and his was it his brother or his friend?
I think his friend.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
But you know, and then we met his family and you know his extended family there, and that was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. You know, his fiance and his kid.
Fiance and his kid.
Was it his godson or
Godson, yeah.
godson? Okay, I'm just making sure I get that correct. But you know, shout out to y'all, man. It was a pleasure meeting you. And
Hey, it was fun though.
yeah,
Meet y'all.
I really enjoyed your company. You know, and excellent suggestion on the Azteca restaurant, by the way.
No good. Yeah. One thing about Waffle
that was a new experience for me.
definitely a new experience. Like,
Yeah, we would have done our typical Waffle House, and I'm glad that was the experience that we had, because you know it opened my mind up to different cultural stuff, you know.
Cultural,
and opportunities, man. You know, and that's what's up, man.
And we didn't turn it down either. I was like,
Right.
We just, hey,
Right.
that's what we was supposed to have.
I'm totally open to this stuff, you know,
It was open
to new opportunities and stuff like that, because you know it helps me to grow as a person.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Cones.
And at the end of the day, you know, this life is short, man. You got to enjoy these times when you have them, you know.
Right,
and that includes, you know, getting to experience new things. So,
yeah,
I loved it.
Relived in the moments, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the bucket drummer that was outside on Moorhead Street.
That was lit.
Much love to this dude, man. Because I forget your name, sir, but you know, it has just been a joy watching you do what you do and the talent that you have. You know, you are very talented.
Very talented.
Yeah, and you did it for the kids, and the kids loved it, and it's just a great time, man. It's a great energy. And it's become a part of the culture of going to Bank of America Stadium. Yeah.
Just to watch
whether you're going to Fan Fest or to an actual game, you know, it's become part of the culture, part of the experience.
He brings the vibe. He actually bring the vibe that
and I love that. You know, everybody was smiling. Everybody was positive, and just showing that love, man, today. And just it filled my heart with so much joy, y'all. Like, this is what it's about right here. This is exactly what it's about.
Yeah, that was lit though.
You know, finding new...
I think on top of that, that's my favorite. Outside of ring, that was my favorite part. Though.
Right, agreed. I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't leave the stadium without at least meeting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. You know.
And talking to him for a second. Yeah. You know.
Any of it, I'll definitely book.
So, getting back to kind of the Panthers players, I missed the first drive.
How about two?
Because of the fact that we were trying to get to our seats. But you know, after that, I do have notes on those, which I'll go into detail once I have more time during a training camp date next week.
Right.